Well, it is 1 o'clock by my clock, so I guess I'll get started. Um, Today's really not going to be much. This would be kind of a catch-up day if we were in the lab. You'd pretty much have the whole session for any catch-up work you might need for the lab, or even any of your assignments. So I'll go over a few things, but as of right now, everything I have to be graded has been graded. So your grade book as of now should be complete to give you an idea where you're at. Um, if you're missing any assignments or something like that, let me know, and we can go ahead and you can set it up where you can turn them in late if you need to. I might knock a few points off for being late, but even with that, it's better than a zero. But so yeah, the final we will. I was talking to Stevie about it earlier, but what I'd like to do for the final is basically I think I'll post it on Monday, and then have it due by Wednesday midnight, so that way everybody gets a fair chance at it, that kind of thing. There's only one try, not like the homeworks where you get a couple of tries. Uh, the final will be one try, but it's about 50 questions. But so on Monday's day tab for July 13th, there's a series of exercises there for everybody um, to go through, to get you familiar, refresh you for any of the concepts that'll be on the final. For today's tab is also where it says instructor review. There's I'll show you, where it'll pull up a 2-page Word document here. And these are like all the key concepts pretty much that are going to be on the final. I mean, there's questions in there, so you might have to look some of them up, like, what is an AHJ, right? So that's going back to the, like, chapter 1, so authority having jurisdiction. But otherwise, it's a lot of definitions. There might be some, like, questions you might have to go through and answer kind of thing. But do's and don'ts, even like definition, like what is an outlet, right? And official definition and that kind of thing. GFCI chair change. But these will pretty much be the most concepts. If you go through this sheet and all the little individual exercises that are posted for on Monday's day tab, July 13th, you should be pretty good to go for the final. And if you have any questions, email me and stuff like that over this weekend. But yeah, this weekend should be like pretty much, study at your own pace, or if there's any assignments you were behind on or something like that, go through and let me know, and we can set up an arrangement for you. And I also posted on today's tab in Blackboard the like official service entrance calculations, if you wanted to go through them and look at them and compare them to what you have. I think the trickiest part of the whole thing of doing that service entrance thing was actually getting the correct square footage. That's getting that down to the right thing. But overall, everybody's calculations seem to be pretty, as far as based on that square footage and the appliance ratings and stuff like that. They seem to be pretty much on the money for this, the proper sizings. So the majority of them, I would have went ahead and we would have done the service with those numbers. But but everybody did. I mean, like I say, there's no failures on that one. So, but and I think Carrie, you sent me an email. See here. One, I extended. What was it? The chapter 7 quiz, and I took the password restriction off of it, but I made it like due by tomorrow if you want to go through and turn that in. Let's see. Oh, and you had a question. Questions. Hold on here. Share screen again. Let's see. because you'd also asked about where we get the numbers for allowable ampacities, basically for conductors. Now, when they say raceway, that's like any kind of metallic enclosure type of thing, which could be like a little mini box, but it's more than likely some type of pipe, EMT or whatnot, or cable or earth, or basically any kind of wire that's going to be covered up by stuff. But they had a table here where if we went with a TBS wire type, aluminum, and number 3 size, and your allowable ampacity with the TBS would have been 85 amperes, which was the correct answer. But yeah, they got the tables in the Uglies book are like insane, but because they also have allowable ampacities of conductors in the free air where they have no kind of enclosure, which is kind of a rare thing. But yeah, they have the tables for that. But and then you have this one as well. Break you down by wire size and just basics, these types of here. Oh, but yeah, you have tables pretty much all kind of crazy in the Uglies book, but this was the table I was looking for that Uglies quiz number 3. So if you want, I can go back and give you credit for that question, I guess, but but that's pretty much, like I say, that's everything I really have for today. If you guys have any questions, like I say, the cool thing is even if we need to, we can even jump on Zoom and I can show you stuff and things like that if you have any questions on any of the review stuff for the final. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, like I say, your grades are posted final, so you should be able to look and see, and that's where you're at. And remember, the final is going to be 20%. So if you're running like let's say a B average, but you do and you get a B on the final, you should expect to pretty much get a B overall, right? But 20%, it's not like a killer, not a total. I mean, if you completely bomb the final, I guess it could drop you by a whole letter grade, but that would be like if you got, a 0 or something, which I think would be pretty close to impossible, but I guess it can be done. But yeah, as long as you do decent on the final, it shouldn't really impact your grade that much, But if you were, let's say, running a 95 average and then you even pulled a C on the final, you're still going to end up getting an A out of the course. So it's not like killer. And then I will post the 2 extra credits assignments that'll be available. It's like one is and like an Uglies quiz kind of set up on safety steps, like a lockout tagout safety thing, which is in the Uglies book. But yeah, and then the other one will be like basically an NEC code violation type, where look at the picture, if you know what the NEC violation is, and then cite the proper NEC code being violated. No, nothing crazy tricky. So, something we've gone over in class, that kind of thing, where it's like, oh, no, if we talked about it, then. but but other than that, yeah, I'll have the 2 extra credits. Go over your grades. If you have any questions, get with me. Like I say, if you have any missing assignments, go ahead and let me know, and we can set them up so you can turn them in late or whatnot. But otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much where we are.
All right.
Alrighty, and otherwise, yeah, we'll come back on. I'll set it up. We'll come on Monday. That way, if anybody has any questions or anything, you want to do it face to face and that kind of thing, and we'll review the final stuff. And then, Monday definitely we'll know where we are as far as your grades and whatnot go. So otherwise, yeah, let me know. And that way over the weekend, if you need to turn in work and stuff like that, we can do that. And, otherwise, that's where you. I mean, everybody looked pretty good for as far as my grade book goes. I mean, I don't see anything crazy, so you're all doing you're all doing pretty good actually. So, but otherwise, yeah, you guys have a great weekend. Keep it safe.
Okay. Yes,
All
sir.
righty, and congratulations again, Stevie, on that. That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Remember,
Appreciate it.
that can go on a resume too. When you get out of
Yes,
school.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right, all right, all right.
All
Well,
right. Have a nice day.
you too. I'll see everybody on Monday.
Okay.